Hello and good day. Welcome to the Diary of the Pan-African Preacher. The ancient saying, "The just shall live by their faith," has bolstered believers across the ages who experience suffering due to corruption in society. The evangelist Paul, on 3 separate occasions, repeats the same statement: "The just shall live by their faith," in his encouragement to early Christians to live their lives as a counter-narrative to Roman paganism. The idea that faith in God and a desire to do His will goes hand in hand with upholding and doing justice in our world is at the core of the Christian message. Let me say that again. The idea that faith in God and a desire to do His will goes hand in hand with upholding and doing justice in our world is at the core of the Christian message. The Christian, as some antiseptic follower of a mystic Messiah separate from the realities of societal crimes, is a caricature, not the veracity of the Christian faith. Throughout the history of Christianity, Christians have had to challenge injustice and at the same time be true to their faith. Nothing has changed. African Christians in the 21st century are required to do the same. The dictates of following Jesus Christ includes giving vent to the righteous anger of Jesus Christ and turning over some tables and chasing out the money changers in the defense of the economically exploited. In post-Christian Europe of the 15th century, the worshippers of Christ rejected the principle of the inseparability of faith and justice. They closed their eyes to the truth that I am my brother's keeper and accepted the economic prosperity that came with the transatlantic trade in Africans and engaged in the capture and enslavement of over 20 million Africans and send them to the so-called New World. The post-Christian continent of today, called Europe, who values their animals more than the lives of migrants, must be called out by the African Christian community. It is quite clear that there is a callous, murderous immigration policy taking place in the Mediterranean Sea, whose mantra is, "Let them die, but do not let them land." The tragic loss of over 500 lives on a fishing trawler vessel off Greece's southern coast was a crime against humanity. It requires a robust response from Africa, and this should be led by African Christians on the continent and in the diaspora. Justice must be upheld by persons of faith. The UNHCR, the UN Refugee Agency, has documented that almost 25,000 migrants have lost their lives at sea since 2015. We have to call for a European immigration policy that recognizes the sanctity of brown and black lives. A class action lawsuit needs to be put together on behalf of the families and relatives of those who have lost their lives. African Christians, during this season of Pentecost, must now return to the central message of the gospel: faith and justice, and speak in a clear tongue and with an unambiguous language that defends the dignity and worth of the lives of migrants in European waters. Ashe.